Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One time for the one time. Yes, ma'am. And we're back. Coming right back. Right off of that win against the Buccaneers. We're not going to do a drill, right? We're just going to stay away from the drills. I always go for the agility, right? We can get speed when we can get speed, but I try to always go for the agility because that's just a little bit more important, especially at this position, corner. Really DB at all, right? And the change of direction is low, so agility is an all-time absolute must, right? It's an absolute must, right, guys? Right. All right, weekly goals here, right? We're going up against the Falcons team that, quite honestly, a loss against us, right? And then maybe a win again. I don't know. Like, would a win against the Bucks for the Falcons help them out, or do they lose to the Bucks, right? And then put themselves in a bad position where they possibly might not make it, right? I'm looking at my team here because, you know, the way we have continually just improved, you know, the moves we have made thus far, not necessarily in the off season, but who we have on this team. You know, JJ and Griffin, who we have on this team. I wasn't ready to say it in the beginning. Look at Simmons, 86 overall. I wasn't ready to say it in the beginning, but I think it's time. This team is built to win now, right? Not now, but right now, right? This team is built to win now, right? Look at the agility and the speed, right? Acceleration is inconsequential at this point. When you got all that speed and agility, it's inconsequential. When the secondary is this good, 285 bait, like, come on, 2 mid 80s and then 2 high 90s, man. And then the rest of this defense is just working off that. The run support is there, the coverage is there, the pass rush is there, right? We look really good. This team looks really good. Big Desmond Ridder from Cincinnati, came out of Cincinnati with your boy Sauce Gardner, right? Marcus Mariota, the former Heisman Trophy winner. Cordero Patterson, superstar, formerly of those Chicago Bears, wearing that number 84 jersey, playing running back, right? Trying to get the game for people to understand. Like, look, you know, this is what you got to do. You got to be able to catch out the backfield, right? So I like that. It's not clean, not as clean as you want it to be, but it's clean. Calvin Ridley, Brian Edwards, you know, Drake London, the rookie from USC, who's got some swag, got some sweetener to his game, as I've heard it said before by Clark Kellogg, right? You know, Kyle Pitts, absolute monster at the tight end spot in just his second season, mind you, right? Got a rookie, John Fitzpatrick, who's costing them just a little bit over their cap space, right? Big Jake Matthews, the scheme fit from TMU. Okay, I like it, right? Caleb McGarry, right? You know what I'm saying? I like it. Lindstrom, right? You know, Mayfield, right? You know, Hennessy, you know what I'm saying? Right? Matt Hennessy, Derek Wolfe, Marlon Davidson. So they definitely got that 3-4 personnel. Grady Jarrett from Clemson, right? They definitely got that 3-4 personnel, right? You know what I'm saying? Coleman, you know, scheme fit. Let me look at Jarrett. Scheme fit, right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Arnold Ebiketie, the rookie from Penn State, went to school with Jaquan Brisker, right? Lorenzo Carter, right? Dion, so I almost said Devin. Dion, Sean Evans, okay? Alabama, you know, alumni, right? Terrell and Hayward, right? Kevin King, Isaiah Oliver, right? Secondary here, Beasley, right? Eric Harris, I like him. Like Eric Harris, 6'2", 220, right? Ronnie Harrison Jr. Was watching a Flimlo Raps special on your boy Eric Harris. Good safety. One of those guys that has balled out and done a ton of work to get to where he is, right? So you gotta love it. That's the scouting report, right? That's what the team looks like on paper, right? We know some of the stories. We don't know the whole story, all the stories, right? But we know some of them. We take a look at the scheme here, get a better understanding of what the coach is thinking. NFC South, right? Falcons head coach Arthur Smith, West Coast zone run with a disguised 3-4s. He's gonna try to trick that defense, but we know, and we'll be ready for it because our quarterback is an improviser. I want to take a quick look before we get into the gameplay at the box score for that Buccaneers game. I just want to see how Kyler did that last performance, right? 2 more games left on the season, right? And Kyler, okay, so Kyler actually kind of outperformed Tom Brady. Didn't throw a touchdown this game, right? Uncharacteristic of the GOAT, right? But when you're getting sacked like 20 plus times, you know, and we were not gonna call off the dogs on Brady, boy. We were not gonna call off the dogs on Brady. We were gonna keep hitting them up, keep hitting them. Didn't throw a touchdown, but he didn't throw a pick. Big Murray, again, didn't throw no picks. 97.2. Very, very good performance here. 66% on his completion percentage. Really gonna work to help him out, right? Kyler Murray, however, did fumble the ball, but the defense absolutely bailed him out, right? Connor had a 70-plus yard run game. Green with 88 yards in the slot. Marquise Brown, the former Oklahoma Sooner, just like Kyler, went to school with him, all of that good stuff, right? Ertz and Hopkins, right? Hopkins, we're not really getting a lot of production out of Hopkins, right? We're not really getting the ball to him, right? At least not in that game, right? So it's a quiet game. I'm not going to say we're not getting a lot of production out of him. Hopkins is doing his thing. And then you have to understand, you know, when you play 17 games in a season, right? Plenty of opportunities, right? 17 games in a season. Come on, guys, plenty of opportunities, right? To get something out of these guys, right? So perhaps maybe I was being a bit facetious there, right? And saying we're not getting, you know, a lot of production out of them, you know, because that was I don't know if that's true, right? We're going up against this Falcons defense, great secondary, in my opinion. You got 2 good corners out there on the edge, looking to probably play some cover 2, right? Looking to jump some inside routes, some inside passes, right? Because they don't necessarily, right, want to allow you to just throw the ball over top, but they know, with that being said, you're going to have to try and find some things going on the inside, right? So that's what's up, man. This guy here, Mariota, don't let the overall rating fool you, right? Don't let the overall rating fool you. He's a good player. In my opinion, he's a good player, right? So I don't know. You know, let's see what we got. Let's see what they got. You know. All right. I think we've seen enough, right, guys? I think we've seen enough of that. I think it's time to get it going. My drip seems a little off, right? Because I usually have the quarterback wristband and I don't see it. So Murphy's still a little fatigued. So I'm hoping that they don't try to target him a little too much. But if they do, it'd be fine. Cordero Patterson in the backfield, we're expecting run. Look at that. Great. Fail, right? And he ran right into your boy, right? Because he thinking he sticks his arm out, right? He thinking what? He thinking he gonna stiff arm me. But he trips. He should have bounced it, right? And I probably would have been a little irritated that I tripped if he bounced it, right? Down a distance. I'm gonna keep it real. Nice. I bull rush and then I bounce it out. Just get off that lineman. And then he tries to bounce it, right? And I was able to get there. Well, no. He tries to bounce it. And the D lineman gets there, excuse me. Al Woods, former LSU Tiger. And I'm going to get you. Beautiful. That was beautiful. That pattern they were running there, it was no time. You know, when you play the conventional you know, game plan offense that most NFL teams are running. You know, and in most cases, I'm sure he has the speed, right, to throw that ball to the outside there, right? In most cases, I'm sure, right, he has the speed to throw that ball to the outside to Cordero Patterson. I mean, he wears 84, so he's got to be a good receiver, right? Right? So I don't know. I don't know. But that's a sack, 3 and out. Our offense gets 3. They're not. Wow. Oh. Right. I should have picked that up. Look at that. Hey, hold on. That's funny. I could have put a move on him. Maybe a spin move. Look at that. We run into that big fella. That's what you get. That is what you get. You ran to that guy, and you know that's not the man you want to run into. Yo, Ertz with 700 plus yards on the season. And then you talk about Hopkins, Marquise Brown with 800 plus yards, AJ Green getting involved from the slot. Right. It's a touchdown, especially from there. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to be concerned with trying to stop the pass, and you're not going to be concerned with the run game, and we love it. All right, single back, 10-point lead already, right? So it's not looking good. He got away from me, right? And the pursuit is there. There really was nowhere for him to go when he committed to that inside angle, right? There was nowhere for him to go there, right? One receiver to that outside there, right? Like if you want that, you can have that. But he's going to the inside, right? He's not looking for that receiver to cut outside, right? He's going to the inside. Back up, back up, back up. All right, we're gonna handle him. Nice. Patterson does not stay home long enough, because the way how I'm standing in front of Pitts with all this speed on the situation there, it looks like a jam, right? As a receiver, I'm gonna accept that that's a jam, right? And then as a running back who thinks I got a pass block, I'm gonna think that's a jam, right? And then we're gonna just go right ahead, right, and try to throw the ball. But it doesn't work out there. We get right to him at the 9, right? At their own 9-yard line, 3 tight ends, 1 receiver, no fullback. Typically a run formation. I don't get to him. Right, come on now. His knee was down. Let's not play that game. I do like that though. It's a very realistic mechanic, right? Very realistic mechanic. Let me see what we got. Right. Needed time. 4-3. I explained it. 4-3 40-yard dash, 4.3 seconds. 1, 2, and I was there. Like he didn't even get 1, 2. Like he didn't even get 2-3 seconds. It was over with. Those 1 second split decision type throws, split second decision type throws, and decisions I force quarterbacks to make with the blocking being the way that it is, it's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely deadly. It's absolutely an issue, right? And we're just gonna keep bringing it, right? We're just gonna keep bringing it. We're not gonna let up. We're not gonna call the dogs off, right? Bring it again. 3rd and 23. What's he gonna do? He's gonna need time, right? He's gonna need time. No time. 3rd and 23. Down distance situation, regardless as to the clock, it's 3rd and 23. You got one last shot to get past the sticks. Is nothing you can really do. Offense turns the ball over and they get it at our 35-yard line, right? All right, so they got a shot, right? Let me see. Run the ball, right? Right? Got to run the ball here, right? Shade that over top. I don't know if they're looking for it or not. I think that that's the issue. When I put that man coverage over there, right? Right? Quick throw to Pitts. You had Patterson. In my opinion, you had Patterson. And in that situation, yes, I back off. Right? Why? Right? Who was 89? Edwards, that guy. Very nice. Very nice. And if he tosses it upfield, right? I don't know, maybe the route, you know what I'm saying? He got to be on the same page with his guy, the route, you know what I'm saying? If he tosses it upfield, right? And I'm not over there, right? Maybe a touchdown, right? But they were set on that pattern there. Can we get back here? We got them. So we push them back to their own 46-yard line, right? That's what we want. Double's weak. I did move the safety back, right? And it was probably best to keep the safety over there. That takes that quick throw away, or that quick deep route away, or it's a quick, you see what I'm saying? It's going to be quickly done and over with. Let me see what you got for me. Right, holding. And I like it. You know, that Justin Fields style. We'll accept it. That Justin Fields style. You know, let's just, you know what I'm saying, let's try to get everybody downfield, right? And then we'll toss it up. Right? So they switched the angle on the field there. I'm going to get them this time. Oh yeah, I'm going to get them this time. And it's a fumble. We pick it up. Yeah. It's not a good look. We'll get it back on their 34-yard line. They started, I believe that was the drive, right? That they started right there. No, I think that was the last drive. This was the drive where they started on R46. The last drive they started on R36. And we just continue to pound them, continue to hit them. We don't really play a lot of coverage, right? We only play coverage when we get that big time lead, right? That 20+ point lead. And we know you're going to what? 89. All right. I'm going to leave you that. Probably going to try to throw that to Pitts. No, you don't. And I don't know why you don't. And they're not going to do what? They're not going to send Pitts on that streak, right? Why not? I really couldn't tell you, right? Watch the ball. Watch it. Oh, my. That is yet another fumble. He is really taking a beat down here, right? Just keep hitting them, right? And then again, keep hitting them, especially on these second and long situations, right? And you know, I don't get it. That defense was shutting us down. Wow. But keep hitting them and forcing them back into them really third and long situations, right? And then force him to have to make a big play, right? I don't believe that for a second, right? Golden stopping or getting pushed down, no, that's not a good look, right? Right, with a trip there. If he didn't trip, someone was there to clean him up. Tight end offset. Okay, 3rd and 9. Hook curl. Right, quick throw to the inside. I didn't shade it. Didn't shade it at all, right? And we didn't have him backed up enough, right? I don't know if we had him backed up enough. Oh my. I know Mariota's a good runner with the football, but I'm staying on this side. That's my issue, right? Like, what's going on? Move around. Go to that side. Go to the short side, right? Have him thinking I'm not going to come off that side, right? Run play, right? Right? He gets a first. Very nice. So now I can what? I can stay over here, right? Okay, so I was trying to get to that outside there, but then he gets under center. So it's most likely a pass play. They probably want to bet on Mariota. I don't know if you want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I would say for you to, you know, I would just tell you not to do that. Right? Don't bet on Mariota in that situation. Not under center. That's probably one of the biggest issues that a lot of teams have. Here. I will play some pass coverage, right? Because I know what they want. Ooh, and I might have been able, right? I might have been able to pick that. Because I'm staring at that one receiver there. But at the end of the day, I stood in the right spot. Right? I was in the perfect angle. It was really no other way to handle that. Right? The best thing that I could have done was what I did. I attacked, you know, the receiver, forced him to throw it to the running back who was just now getting himself set up in that position. Right? And 5 was the one that was open there. Right? So it wasn't Zacchaeus trying to go on that that out or that bomb. We believe he's gonna go to London. And we tried to get London, right? We did. We put him on Drake London. London is fine. We put him on London, right? Oh. Oh, we're gonna get him here. Right, we're gonna get him here because they're on the short side, right? And you got a bunch of receivers bunched up too at that on the short side. We're gonna force him right. Not gonna happen there. Right, not gonna happen there. He has to check it down. It's nice because it gets some first down yardage. Right? But let's face it. In that situation, he wanted the home run ball. He couldn't get it. We took it away and we forced him to what? To check it down. So I'm happy with that, right? Okay, so now he's got bunch wide to the right. Right? Bunch wide, meaning that he's got the bunch receivers out to the wide side of the field. He gets sacked quickly. And now it's a 3rd and 22. And let me guess. Right? I don't know what this is. Probably gonna shade to the inside, right? Right, because I was gonna handle the throw to Pitts. Right? I was gonna handle that. I knew for a fact everything they wanted was underneath. Right? Everything they wanted was underneath. Right? So maybe I play underneath. Right, guys? 20-point lead in the first quarter, and we're playing pass coverage. Only on 3rd downs. Right? Y'all know me. I'm a blitzing corner. I send a lot of pressure off the edge and up the gut in situations like this. Right? And let me see what you're gonna do. Call a timeout, right? Because it's 20-3. So they can't just say, oh, we're gonna just play for the second half. No. We've kind of given them some hope. Right? Back up. And I'm hoping you try that. right? Quick throw to the inside. We like it. I like it. Send the safety on a blitz. Right? I was all over the receiver there. Right? I knew what you were going to do. You couldn't get in nothing downfield. Right? Would have peeled back on that. No time. Right? No time. Needed something deep, right? Less than a few ticks on the clock, right? You needed something deep. But play it safe, right? Right? Take what you can get in that situation. Do not try to gamble the football away and then give this team more momentum. Right? Because they tried to tempo us and it didn't help them. Right? Another fumble. Another fumble. Run. Right? Run play. Right? That's what's up. Here, we'll do safety flip. I don't understand. Why am I on this side, right? Right. Because anything you wanted downfield, we would have took care of that. It's like that reverse cover 3, right? Which is why it's like I really need to think about playing corner, right? Because that reverse cover 3 basically where, you know, I take care of that deep third or that deep half of the field as a corner, kind of playing safety basically, right? You know, and I'm stuck on this side. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Right? I miss him. That is not a good look. We had him corralled and he finally gets himself free. Right? So I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna stand right there. Right? I'm gonna just stand right there because he's not gonna throw it. Right? But the beauty of it is this. Not only is he not gonna throw that, but I was looking to probably jump something underneath. Right? Beautiful. Beautiful hit. You know, I'm pretty sure, right? I'm pretty sure I've asked, right, to be on that side, right? Right? So I'm thinking 89 is who he wants. Right? Over the middle. Right? Right? You gotta do that. So let me see what you got from me here. Alright, let me see what you got from me here. Run play. Nice. Cut it in. Right? Cut it in. Tight doubles. And we're kind of running at quarters. Right? Kind of running quarters. Right? Running the ball here. I like that. Oh, he dropped it. Yeah, that was harsh. Right? And you acting like you about that life. Now I'm finna sack your quarterback for real this time. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm finna bring the heat on him for real this time. Because you, look at that. Not even gonna help him. You're silly, right? You ain't gonna help him out. They're gonna kick their 3. Right? So I'm gonna go engage 8. And back it all the way up. Let's see. And he's basically at the midfield logo. Nope. Doesn't get it. So 20-point lead here, right? Needed to get some points for your squad. You know, still early in the game, right? Good decision to kick the 3. Because trying to go for points here and getting nothing, it would be detrimental, right? Detrimental to your success, detrimental to what you're trying to do as a team. You're going spread, right? So it's 2 receivers on either side. Let me see what you got for me. That's right. That's right. Nothing you really had going on out there, right? Nothing you had going on over there, right? Right? So 3rd down. And we usually, like I said, we usually bring the heat. Right? Bunch. Okay, so we will call off the dogs here. Right? Let's call off the dogs here. I don't understand this play call. You're trying to get something to the outside. Right? Trying to get something to the outside. Because that's all you're thinking. You know, you got a guy down there underneath. But you got to get something to the outside. Now we're going to bring the heat. Because I know they're not going to try to run it here. Very nice. Very nice. That's it. That's it. Juke it and get that positive yardage, right? There's no need to try and get hit there. Just juke it, get the positive yardage, just get out of bounds. That was nice. Right? Now let me see. He's going to pass it here. Run play. He runs me over, but not that guy. That momentum there wasn't going to put you in that animation no more. Right? All right. 3rd down. 3rd down. Bringing a lot of edge, the heat off the edge there. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then JJ Watt is injured. Guys, that's not good. Right? That's not good at all. We don't like that at all. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is, right? We're hoping that he'll be okay, right? Because those sorts of injuries, that's not a good look. All right, so we're in the 4th quarter. We're trying to get a pick, right? Trying to get a pick. Spread, so it's 2 receivers. Send them on a blitz. Probably gonna try to find Drake London here. Let me see what you got. Right? A decent angle, right? Because I would have been able to A, react to the throw down low. Shade to the inside, right? So I had a decent angle there. I don't understand that. He takes that hit there. Right? He basically moved. You know, that's not a good look. I don't know why he's trying to take hits. Let me see. That's very smart. That is very smart. Don't just take all that, you know, space and say, "Oh yeah, we'll make that throw." You see a ton of quarterbacks, right? You see a lot of quarterbacks make that decision. Here, let me see. Playing completely out of phase, right? Ooh, when we left that wide open, right, guys? Big play deep. Left that wide open, right? Did he say Braylon Edwards? That man's still playing. Very nice. Gets out of that situation, right? Gets out of that jam. And question now, how are they going to play this, right? Because we had them in a situation where dink and dunk football and avoiding sacks was really what they needed to do, right? So now what do they have? They got plenty of time, right? They got a ton of time, right? They got a century on the clock, right? That's all they need to do is just be conservative, try to get in the end zone here. Yeah, I'm gonna just bring the heat. He probably got that man all the way on the outside there. And I'm gonna get the sack there. That, that protection there by Patterson doesn't help. If I'm not mistaken, that was him who caught the touchdown, right? Let me see. Can I get that? I couldn't get that, right? And Pitts is gone. Oh my. And so they get it. So look at this. Down by now what? They're gonna go for 7? Or they're gonna go for 1? Down by 8. And this game is starting to turn around for them. Right? It's not looking good for us. Right? Because he's going to do exactly what What's-His-Face did. Right? Got to bring the heat. Right? Right? Now look at that. You saw that animation they tried to pull there? Crazy. It's on the defense. We are going to take this one on the nose, on the chin, take all the blame, you know what I'm saying, for letting them back in the game at all. See what I'm saying? Because they're getting situations that they want. Right? Let me see. Force them. Right? Force that throw there. Right? That's what we want. Force that throw there. And let me guess. A little bit of desperation, right? If they're not going to go for it here, they're going to go for it on a sneak, right? A little bit of desperation, right? They don't get it. All right. And that's kind of what we want, right? They were in that situation, right, where they were desperate at first, right? Take away the deep route over here. If he's going for it, because he's the only guy over here, right? Take away the deep route. Because that was what got them back in this game. 2 chunk plays, and it's just like an entirely different game, right? Now they running the ball, right? They get the first, right? All right. Hey, chess match. We're not just going to keep coming after them. We got to bring the heat judiciously. All right. Now we're going to bring that heat, right? Because we know what he wants to do here. We know what he wants. He wants to try to throw it quick. But we bring the heat. 23 sacks. And we've done him a solid. Seriously, we have. We called off the dogs, right? Right? Back them up. Not going to quickly throw it. Now this, right, you guys? This is the situation we want. Right? Isn't this the situation we want? Right? And look at what they're trying to do. Look at what they're trying to do. Stay in here. Right? You saw what I did there. Was gonna go over there because tight end was gonna be wide open and would have probably been a touchdown down the sideline. But we take that deep throw on that side away. And now what do they got? They got nothing. They almost had us, right, guys? I go for the pass against Pitts, and that allows him all the space he needs to get down the sideline, right? Had I probably been there, though, like a little closer, because if I was closer, right, then instead of a quick throw, he's got to wait. And I might have tried to bait it just a little too much there, right? You know, I probably needed to just react on it, take it away, and just make him do that. Honor my abilities to make plays on the ball. Instead of trying to say, hey, you know, I want to, you know what I'm saying? I wanna force you into this. I wanna force you into that. Make him honor my ability to make plays on the ball, right? Right? That, in my opinion, is much better. So let's take a look at the playoff picture, because the Falcons took that L, almost took the W, almost snuck one, right? And there goes the Bears. The Bucs are out of the equation now, because the Bucs had 8 losses, right? They were 7, or no, they had 7 losses after they played us, right? So now they have 8 losses, and yeah, so this game right here, because right now the Falcons, so yeah, that's all that did, and then the Bears, so there you go. The Bears beat the Lions, right? The Lions are mathematically out. Maybe a win against Green Bay can mathematically put them back in the conversation, right? But the Lions mathematically, as of now, are out with that loss to the Bears, right? And the Falcons took the L. The Bucs won again, but the Falcons took the L. So in the NFC South, the best team to come out of that division is going to most likely be 9-8. Right? I was mentioning that in the last video, because it's like, I kind of figured that beating the Bucs and the Falcons is going to do exactly what it needs to do in order to get the Bears in the playoffs. And then if the Bears beat the Lions, they split that season series, right? And now they got a spot and a shot, right? So 3 teams in the NFC North: the Packers, the Lions, and the Bears, right? And then you got the Cowboys and the Commanders, right? And really, it's between the Falcons and the Bucs. Whoever wins that game, right, they're in. That game is for the division crown and perhaps maybe the 4th seed in the playoffs. And if the Lions win, which I'm thinking the game is going to let Detroit win, but it might, I'm serious, it might be 1-8-9 team in the NFC going to the playoffs, simply because the Lions are 8-8. The Bucs could lose and split the season series with Atlanta, right? And maybe that gets them a spot and a shot, right? The Bucs could split that season series with Atlanta, right? And then the Falcons most likely are mathematically out, right? I know if the Lions lose, I don't know, because that's kind of the question right there. You know, Cowboys and the Commanders are in. I might have called them the Skins, I'm sorry. The Cowboys and the Commanders are in, right? Cards in, definitely, right? Let me see who else. Yeah, Green Bay in, definitely. Bears, they look to be in for sure, definitely, right? It really depends. If the Lions win against Green Bay is still in it, right? And then if the Lions win against Green Bay, then the winner of the Tampa Bay and Atlanta game is guaranteed a spot. But if the Lions lose, right, then maybe it don't matter who wins the Tampa Bay Atlanta game, right? I'm going to say that again. If the Lions beat the Green Bay Packers, who are tops in the NFC North in their division, in the Lions division and the Green Bay Packers the same division, if the Lions win, then whoever wins in the Tampa Bay Atlanta game will determine who gets the NFC South and who gets to be in the playoffs. And then it'll be a guaranteed 3 teams in the NFC North. But if the Lions lose to Green Bay, then it may not matter who wins against Atlanta versus Tampa. And also, you know, both teams might possibly be able to go to the playoffs. Or maybe they don't. It's a couple other variables we can look at. Let's take a look at the Lions schedule. Is there a chance maybe the Lions play an NFC South team, right? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Bucs first. So no, the Bucks didn't play them. Right? Nope. So they ducked them. They got the chance to duck them. All right. So yeah, the Lions lost to the Commanders. That's probably that. If they lose this game, then it's a guarantee they're not going. Right? They lost to the Commanders. They lost to the Bears. Right? Yeah, that don't look good at all. They swept the Vikes, right? Okay, they swept the Vikes. They beat the Packers once already. So yeah, a guarantee for the Lions if they win against the Pack, right? But let's take a look at the Commanders, who beat the Jaguars, which that's an interconference thing, but it still matters. However, okay, now look at this. Commanders lost to the Packers. They beat the Vikings. Right? Oh, okay, yeah. And the Commanders beat the Falcons. See, I knew it was a common denominator in there somewhere. Commanders probably played the Falcons or the Bucks, and they did, and they beat the Falcons. So Atlanta has to win. Because if Atlanta loses and the Bucks win, then the Lions could lose and definitely make it. Right? You see what I'm saying? Unless, of course, the Cowboys beat the Commanders. I know this stuff is always very confusing. But basically, Tampa has to win against Atlanta. And they're in. Atlanta has to win. And then the Lions might not make it. And if Atlanta wins, then the Lions won't make it if they lose. If Tampa wins, then the Lions will make it whether they win or lose. We'll test that theory in the next video. Alright? If Atlanta wins, then the Lions won't make it whether they win or lose. That's a theory. And if Atlanta wins, the Lions won't make it whether they win or lose. Wait, hold on. If Atlanta wins, if Atlanta wins, then the Lions won't make it if they lose. If Tampa wins, then the Lions will make it whether they win or lose. You see? Because Tampa will take Atlanta's spot. So basically, I say it again. If Atlanta wins, then the Lions have to beat the Packers. And if Tampa wins, then this game that the Lions and the Packers play at the end of the season doesn't matter. The Lions are in. Because mainly because there are no other NFC teams that are over 500 right now. Every NFC team outside of the teams that are over 500, let's take a look. I'm going to just take a look real quick. Right? No, not there. And I wish there was somewhere you could see the standings. There's nowhere in here where you can see. That's why I'm trying to tell you, like, man, I can't wait, right, to be able to play, because you'll see the standings and stuff, right? You get to see the standings in franchise, right? So, right, Cards, only team in this division to make it. Cowboys, Commanders, definitely gonna make it, right? Right? Look at this division. Very weak, right? But somebody got to represent, right? Detroit has a shot, but they have got to win again if Atlanta wins. If Atlanta wins, then Detroit has to win. Okay? And the Bears and the Pack are for sure. So it's really locks on the Bears, the Packers. It's locks on the Bears, the Packers, the Cowboys, the Commanders, and the Cards. So those last two spots are still up for grabs. Okay? Because the Lions, the Bucks, and the Falcons all have similar records. But the Falcons, between the Lions and the Falcons, are the only team to have beaten the Commanders, who hold a very top heavy spot in the conference. Right? So yeah, that's how that works. I'm pretty sure what I said is correct. I'm pretty sure my math is correct here. And it might be off. But I'm going to get up out of here, get at me, and function with your boy.